Welcome and thank you for tuning in. Virginia Tech football faced so much adversity heading into its season opener for reasons completely unrelated to football, with 23 players out and 4 coaches forced to miss the season opener against NC State due to COVID-19. And the Hokies played a wonderful game, all ends up beating NC State by a 45-24 margin. This is one of the most memorable season opener wins in quite some time for Virginia Tech when you look at everything that the Hokies had been through just leading up to this game. All those players out, no Hendon Hooker at starting quarterback, no Keshawn King. I mean, really a tough time. No Justin Hamilton in what was supposed to be his first game as Virginia Tech's defensive coordinator, replacing the legendary Bud Foster. But no matter, Justin Fuente clearly got this team prepared and put them in the right situation to be successful and pick up an ACC opener victory. Now, Braxton Burmeister really impressed early on with both his arm and his legs. He can really run the football, and he has a great arm as well. Very excited to see Burmeister get more snaps moving forward. And once he injured his hand, it was Quincy Patterson's time to shine. Throwing for 2 touchdowns and running for 1 as well. And I can only imagine the pressure that Quincy Patterson finds himself under when he finally gets to throw the ball, because the coaching staff loves to run the ball so much with QP, whether it's QP himself or handing off to a running back, that it puts so much pressure on what will inevitably be a small sample size. His first throw was an absolute dart to James Mitchell. And James Mitchell is going to be an NFL tight end. You can count on that. Patterson also threw a great touchdown pass to Tavion Robinson. Both touchdown passes were remarkably similar. Clearly, Quincy Patterson has mastered the art of throwing the fade. And, an absolute monster when it comes to running the ball, of course. But I really want to see the coaching staff show more faith in QP when it comes to throwing the football, because clearly Quincy Patterson can throw the rock. The player who impressed me the most in this game was Khalil Herbert. When I saw Herbert's stats playing for a program like Kansas that struggles year in and year out, to have a guy who averaged over 5 yards a carry at Kansas, that caught my eye right away. I had not watched any clips or highlights of Herbert before this game, but it only took 8 touches to convince me that Khalil Herbert is a bona fide NFL running back. 6 carries for 104 yards on the ground and a rushing touchdown, and then 2 receptions for 46 yards. A remarkable combination of size and speed. He was handling kickoff return duties as well, and I am just so excited to see how the season progresses for Herbert. I mean, what a player. Raheem Blackshear looked promising as well. He had a rushing touchdown. Of course, he is very dynamic, being able to run the ball, line up out wide. He is a very dynamic threat for the Virginia Tech offense. And defensively, Virginia Tech once again earned its DBU nickname, even without Caleb Farley. Devin Hunter, out of the picture. No matter. And, Breon Murray nearly took an interception to the house. How exciting was that? And then Divine Diablo had a great diving interception. So DBU alive and well, great to see. And, Justice Reed had 2 really crucial sacks in this game, and Keontae Jenkins led the Hokies defense with 8 total tackles. So the only real cause for concern defensively, stopping the run, Zonovan Knight for NC State had himself a game. He almost reached the century mark, rushing yardage-wise on the ground. So that is something that the Hokies will need to improve on. NC State did have its way running the ball at times, but an all-around great performance. Brian Johnson nailing long field goals. Great to see him parlaying the late season confidence of last season into this season. So from offense to defense and special teams, just a tremendous win to Virginia Tech. And every win for the Hokies this season should be treasured and savored when you consider all of the madness that is going on in the world. My thoughts and best vibes are with NC State's Khalid Martin after that terrible injury he suffered. I certainly hope that he is okay. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please subscribe to my channel.